You never saw part 2, right?
This is part 2.
You gotta see part 1. Yeah, part 1 is crazy. Alright, we're live. Man, child. Right. I got my little tagged in on this. She doesn't know that we're live.
Why?
She's over here watching.
What are you doing? Stop it.
She's watching. She's trying to hide.
It's midnight here.
If you don't bring your butt over here, come here. Alright, we're gonna have a quick discussion real quick. Come on.
Come on, have fun.
She's trying to hide. Alright, so here. Check. She's trying to watch. What are you watching? What is it? What is the movie? It's what was it?
Jawar, can you please get this man out of here?
She's what is this? Kevin Hart and Ice Cube. Damn, you just told me the title of it too. What is
I
it?
forgot the name of it. I don't watch
Ride
TV.
Along. Ride Along 2. That's
You
what
the
she's
one that
watching.
suggested this.
Right, it's actually a funny movie. Oh, he said, "Did you cut your hair?" No, she cut just the side.
Can you get a better angle? It's better. Here.
She cut just the side.
Just
It's
the size, Jawar.
So we just got back from having like a long day. It's what time is it here? Let's see. It's 12 o'clock.
Midnight.
So it's 12 midnight here in Italy, in Venice. We have an early day. Dave, she didn't even know. So that could have went real crazy. It could have went bad. It could have went real wrong, right? But yeah. So here's the question. Jawar said, "Get the better angle for sure." He likes the new cut. James, this is your boy James is watching. James, what's going on? James, June 15th, James.
I thought he couldn't do it.
We need the catering. Ask them to move your daughter's graduation to another day. You only get once in a lifetime to cater this event. All right? June 15th, James. We need your cooking skills. We got a lot of people coming. JD Houston. JD, long time. Remember JD Houston? It's been a long time. James said, "What's good, man? I like the new haircut."
Hey, James.
Tell James to bring his butt over here and do the catering. Because he's flaking.
No, he's got my girl's graduation.
He's flaking out.
She looked pretty for prom, too.
Yeah, the prom pictures did look good. So this is the question. So we got a lot of guys here. Where's the females at? I tagged you in this too. What makes... Let me see what
my female friends are busy.
What makes...
I don't know what they doing.
What makes a good relationship or a good marriage? That's the question that I have here.
Not sneaking up on your wife with Facebook Lives while she's watching movies.
Okay, besides that, what else makes a good marriage or relationship? All right, post your answers there. What makes a good marriage or a good relationship? I think understanding one another and learning to be empathetic to other people's feelings. All right? Jawar said busy doing what? What time is it there, Jawar? 6 o'clock. So what are they busy doing?
Running their kids to activities, running their lady boss businesses, all kinds of stuff. Jawar, women stuff.
Dave says communication and peace. That's actually pretty... Communication is big. Right? That's one of those old-time favorites. Communication. Right? Peace. James says Tyler. First of all, James.
Tyler. This is not Tyler.
James know that. Tyler, cut the camera off and handle your business. If I handle my business anymore... All right.
Stop while you're ahead.
Anymore. I would not have time to run
Feel me pinching you?
anything else. That's ridiculous how much business
Ty,
I handle.
could you stop?
Alright. No, nobody knows what the hell I'm talking about. There's nobody on here. I'm not married, so I don't know. Yeah, but relationship-wise, though, what does it take to have a good relationship? It doesn't matter if you're married or not. It could be a business relationship. It could be a friendship relationship. Relationships are relationships. There's key elements that are tied into all types of relationships that make them good or not. Here, let's watch Ride Along. How many people have seen this movie here with Kevin Hart? Ice Cube. Let me find out you got a crush on Ice Cube or Kevin Hart. It's going to be some furniture shaking in here.
Neither one of them are cute.
Let me find out.
They're both.
What else? Bert. I feel like I shouldn't be in bed with you guys.
We are not really in bed. We're fully dressed.
Yeah, we're actually
this
fully
is not
dressed.
the cover. This is just a throw blanket.
Yeah, we're actually fully dressed right here. I was up working on a presentation right now and decided I'd come in here and break the monotony and sneak up on her. But no, that was pretty cool. He says I feel like I shouldn't be in bed with you guys. Mel and Candace said, me and Candace says hi.
Hi.
Kenyatta Hayes, nice meeting you. Who's that? Kenyatta Haynes.
This is Candace. Candace Tara.
Oh, that's her boyfriend, Kenyatta?
Yes. You met us already, Kenyatta. You don't remember? How's the baby?
Unless, wait, this is another boyfriend, maybe.
They just had a baby.
Oh, okay. I'm just throwing it out there, though.
How's the baby?
Let's see. No. John Feinstein. My fellow Jewish brother, John Feinstein.
This is about to be
Do you know who John Feinstein is?
I don't.
Remember we were at Greg's party?
Look at Chris Hitman.
Chris Hitman. Maintaining attraction. Yeah, making time for each other and men knowing how to be a man or vice versa. Yeah, absolutely, Chris. I think that's important. Men knowing how to be a man. And by that I mean knowing, like, man, sometimes, like, men, we get involved with doing a lot, right? Like raising the kids and cooking and all of that other stuff. But you still have to learn how to be a man and you let the women be a woman. I'm not talking about on any, the women are supposed to be in the kitchen or, barefoot and pregnant type stuff. I'm not talking about to that sense. I'm talking about still maintaining a form of masculinity and, just doing what the hell you're supposed to do. As it relates to being a man. So I appreciate that. Men should take out
the garbage.
I agree, sure. Men should take out the garbage. I don't have a problem with doing that.
You do it.
Yeah, I have 2 sons that I could delegate that out to. Right? Matter of fact, I had Tyler take it out. What's today? Thursday?
Yeah, they take it out.
I had him take it out yesterday. So I like that, Chris. That's good. What else? Man, we're hearing from all the guys. Where's the women at?
They're busy.
No women.
My girlfriends are all boss babes or running their kids around.
Okay, so let's see what else has come in. What makes a good marriage or relationship? All right, let's see. Nice meeting you. Me and Candace says hi. I would love to visit you guys. Yeah, you guys should come down. You should
We're
come down.
We're going to come see the baby, Kenyatta. Right. We're traveling most of May. The last 2 weeks of June are booked. But we're going to come see the baby maybe the 1st or 2nd week of June.
Jawar says, so all of your friends are married male. No, they're not. As a matter of fact, I got a nice one, Michelle, I'm going to hook you up with, Jawar. Boom! She's in South Carolina. All right? Make sure you remind
Michelle has a boyfriend.
She does?
Mm-hmm.
I never see him around, Jawar, so remind me. James says, make sure you truly listen to your spouse. Actually, James, you know what? That's something I got to get a little bit better at, too. I actually got to get better at listening. Would you agree?
Yeah. You listen to the most important things, the little stuff.
I got to get... Because you know what? My mind is always wandering, so I'm always off somewhere. What?
You got the wrong intel. He does, because she's taking...
I got the wrong intel. Yeah. I just never see the guy around, so I just assumed. But yeah, so listening is really good. What else? What you think? Give me
Can
a
you just
couple
not
of them.
cut me off and make me
Hey,
look
you
fat?
hold it.
I don't know how to do this, but I don't like how
You're an expert at selfies. All these damn selfies you be taking, you mean you don't know how to hold the camera? Huh?
I only can take selfies because you
How about-
mess up all the pictures.
How about going this way?
Rotate your photo, it says. I think now we're upside down.
No, it's gotta be this way. This way. Right there. Boom. What else? Yeah, selective hearing, me too. That's where I'm at. James, you too. Yeah, I think all guys are like that. All guys are selective, right? We start to tune things out after a while, I think. Alright, so that's it. Dave says the man has to stay in his lane and let the woman do her lane. No rubbernecking in each other lanes. Let the flow go freely.
I agree.
All right. So
I agree with
that's
that.
a different way of putting it. Yeah, I totally agree too. So how do you guys feel about doing things like cooking, like a man cooking or...
You cook some days.
Yeah, I cook, yeah. And I actually like that. I don't mind doing it when I'm in the mood.
I'm the best cook, but he will cook.
Somebody's fine.
You the best cook?
No. You.
Oh.
But my chicken wings are crazy though. Ask her about the chicken wings.
They're good.
Right. But
More talking, less barking. Yes, I agree.
more. So women doing less barking, right, James? I totally agree.
Men.
Women doing less bickering and barking. Is that what James just said?
Well, then you're all set because I don't bicker or bark.
All right.
Jaor says being spontaneous and keeping the fire in the relationship. I agree with that.
Jawa just read that off a blog somewhere.
Hey, Shakara.
Finally. Oh, Shakara, what's going on?
James Simpson, no men. What does that mean? Clarify, James.
No men for you or no men for your significant?
No, he says the men
Oh, gotcha.
deciding what your roles are, not based on tradition. Yes, on tradition, but what works for your particular relationship.
I think that's important, right? Deciding on what your roles are.
Oh, shit.
Man, I think that so many people...
Hi, Tamika.
I think this Tamika. So the females have been slow to get on. That's what it is. They're just slow. Guys are right on top of it. No pun intended. But
yeah, y'all say we're the ones on Facebook and stuff all the time.
yeah, because you're
That
busy
this just
scrolling up and
shows
down.
who's on Facebook the most. Just like you're live.
Right, but you're tagged in it.
What she said? Hey y'all, you know y'all got the best relationship ever. I'm trying to get like y'all. Thank you, Shakara. We love you too.
You need to come up and visit us too. Are you still in Texas? She was in Texas, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because we missed you when we were down there.
Yeah, we were in different towns or something.
Jawar says, hi, Tamika.
I'm working now. I believe you.
All right.
Large purchase on American Express. Let's swipe that off. That was probably my purchase.
No, that was mine. It's a Facebook ad. $749.
It's really important to know that women process things differently than we do. We try to go right to the solution. To fix things when all our women want is to have us listen to them. Ding, 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 ding. We don't want to fix.
Bert says that. No, Bert, you're right. You're 100% right about that.
We just want you to listen.
Women want listeners, right? And men, we want to fix things so that we can move on. And with women, not that either one is right or wrong, but women want someone to want their guys to listen, and they want
so awkward.
empathy, right? And they want someone to understand.
Mm-hmm.
Which, for guys, it takes time to do all of that stuff, right?
Mm-hmm. We don't really want you to understand. We just want you to be empathetic. We can give you a 5-minute story, and then you just be like on our side.
Tamika Brown says you have a brother named Michael. Yeah, Mike is my brother. Who's Tamika? Are you from Bridgeport or? Yep.
Yes, I'm coming this summer. Yeah, so when are you coming? Because we're already gone the last part of June and the last half of July. But summer starts school back early this year, so we will be home most of August. And we're going all of May.
Tamika Brown says, hi, Jawar. Do you know Jawar, Tamika? How do you guys know each other?
I think
or did you
Jawar
just
was
meet him
getting
right
his
here?
Mac on.
All right.
Oh, that's Kat's wife.
Oh, that's Kat's wife. Hey, what's
Sorry,
up, Tamika?
Jawar, she's taken too.
All right.
Did you two rearrange the room? No, so we're in Italy right now, and the rooms are really small.
Yeah, these hotels.
So this
are really
room
small.
is supposed to be a junior suite, but
It's crazy small.
we booked a junior suite, but it's still it's probably a little messy, but that's fine.
All right,
And it's
so let me
supposed to be
see.
a 5-star junior suite. In
Yeah, it's a really their rooms like in Europe are usually small, no matter. It's a bit. This is the bathroom. Check out how small the bathroom. Maybe I won't show you the bathroom, but the bathrooms are small as hell too.
It's not that messy.
We just had some room service. There's a closet. And then outside, it's pretty cool here because outside both windows you can see like the canals, and their windows there's like no shade or anything like that. It just leads straight outside here. So I don't know if y'all can see that. It's kind of dark, but there's a park out here. It's like a mini Central Park, is what I call it. But I got crap all over the place working. That's where it's going down at right there. And then there's a little mini bar that's in here that hasn't been used yet. Guess we're not gonna need any of that. But yeah, so the rooms are pretty small. Yeah. Don't get for what you pay, you don't really get much. I don't know. Would you say that this room was expensive?
It's like
2,000 for what? 6 nights?
6 nights.
Yeah. So I guess is that? I don't think that's expensive though. What is that? 200 a room? 200 a night? No.
Yeah.
6.
Almost 3.
That's 300 and something a night.
Yeah.
3 something a night. Yeah. I guess it's alright.
normal. Yeah.
Let's see.
That is a
small
room.
shower.
And it's supposed to be a junior suite too.
Right. What else we got?
Shakara said, "Me as a woman, I just want to be treated equal. Respect me as I do him, and never make women feel less than their worth. Some men do that a lot due to their insecurities. I can see how that can happen. I agree.
What type of insecurities? What do you think brings that on, Shakira? What do you think?
I don't know.
The door is small, but it's nice. Hey, Ty, are you speaking while in Paris?
Yes.
No, not in Paris.
We're not in Paris. We're in Italy.
We're in Italy.
We're in Venice, the floating city.
Man, it is amazing out here. There's like 41 different...
188 different small islands that Venice is built on, all with water canals, all in between. There's a canal right outside our room, but it's dark out, so can't show you. But literally, some people's houses in some hotels
lead right out.
You have to leave out of them in a boat.
Yeah. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Canals everywhere. I mean, I think everybody out here probably has to know how to swim because there's just water, like every block, literally almost.
Yeah,
every couple of blocks.
The ambulance is a boat.
Right.
The taxis are boats.
Yeah.
There's actually, in Venice alone, there are no cars. It's a no-car zone.
Right. Yeah. Tamika says, I was never insecure with myself in my marriage. All right. That's good. I think most women, I don't know.
I'm not insecure.
But most women are pretty secure.
I think it depends on the roles in the marriage and...
Well, insecurities come in and out. It depends on what at what point and what time and what you're doing in the marriage too, right?
Yeah.
So it could be insecure in cooking, or it could be insecure in you being a significant, or in bed. It could be insecure
of someone being a breadwinner,
right?
You're not,
or raising the children, or just different, whatever the role is at the time. What is that? Who's just posted there?
Shakara, mostly them being hurt before you, I'm guessing. Some men that I know experience heartbreak different from women. We forgive more easier. Yeah, I agree with that.
I think men have to learn how to say, fuck it and keep going.
No, she's saying y'all do know how to say that. Women don't.
Oh, we don't. I'm sorry. I think men should not know how to say fuck it and keep going.
Get a life.
I'm just trying to go.
Jawar said, do people actually swim in the water in Venice? There's beaches, Jawar, off of Venice. I don't think it's actually in Venice. Like Lido Island. We're going there tomorrow. That's where Ty's going to be speaking. There's beaches there. And so me and Ty are at the tip of Venice because we didn't want to be in the really, really busy section. We didn't want to be on Lido either because we just didn't like what the rooms looked like.
No, it wasn't even that. I think what I like to do is I like to look at hotels, and Mal always books everything. So I like to look at hotels based off of ratings. And I know as a marketer, I know that ratings can be gamed and everything else, but still, I still fall for it just as regular consumers do, right? But this hotel actually had the most...
Had really good ratings, yeah.
4.5 star ratings. It had like 17 or 1800. And then the other one had 1400. So I said, you know what, let's go with this one.
And then some of the out here, they have laws on air conditioning, heating. All the hotels don't even have air conditioning or heating.
Yep.
And then the ones that do, there are laws as to when they can be ran. So right now we're in a no heat.
Yeah.
So they cannot run heat right now. What happens when you start growing apart? It may happen unintentionally over time. I think that happens in every relationship.
I think it does.
Me and Ty been together 17 years. So sometimes you just have to, both people have to be willing to fight, or at least one person has to be willing to fight. If one person is willing to fight, you'll find your way back to each other.
I think I heard Will Smith and Jada Pinkett talk about that too. Where they were saying that divorce is not an option. And I heard that a long time ago. Yeah.
You have to go into marriage with divorce not being an option, others not being an option, and you're just gonna fight. That don't mean you're always gonna like each other. We're not always best friends. Mm-hmm. We are right now because we're in Italy, Venice, city of love. So we are best friends right now. But
and tell them why this morning what I did.
But anyway, when I'm out at the mall with an Amex, we're not best friends.
No. All right,
22. So, yeah, I think when I met Ty, you guys were already married.
You were already married.
I remember.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's it.
And we've been married for 13 years, going on 14.
Yeah. Joe, going back to your question, what happens when you guys start growing apart? That's inevitable, right? It's just like your childhood friend or someone that you went to school with, right? Could be your best friend. And you guys, you're going to have different paths at some point. There's going to be different learning experiences. There's going to be different exposures. There's going to be, you just start to grow in different directions. But understanding that happens and being intentional. I think being intentional with a lot of things is important too. Being intentional and making sure that you keep the connection. It's kind of hard when only one person wants to do that. Being intentional when, spending time. Yep,
date
doing
nights.
That too. Because when we travel, I always want to bring the kids with us, right? Mm-hmm. I always want to bring the kids.
We try to bring them to Italy. We just brought them to Disney last week.
And then Melody is always, every once in a while, she's like, you know what? Well, let's. I want to
always bring them, but I know that.
But I think that's good. So having that kind of a balance. Yeah. And then also being intentional and maintaining your own identity too, because the longer you are married or together, the more you start to grow apart. Together. You start to grow together. I'm sorry. You start to look alike. You start to complete each other's sentences. Yeah. You start to think alike. You start to like the same foods. Yeah. All right. So maintaining your own identity, I think, is important. Not forgetting the things that you liked before you started to be together so long.
There's nothing wrong with having girls' nights or guys' nights or
your own hobbies, your own interests, right?
Or Tyler and Ty are really close. Yeah. Not that me and Tyler are not, but Tyler and Ty do their own thing. Me and Summer, we do our own thing. And there's nothing wrong with that.
So just making sure that you maintain your own identity. I think that's.
Hi, my T. Another power couple.
All right.
These two have been married. How long, Tanisha?
I saw John Lawson. He said patience. That's true too, John Lawson. Patience is big. John is a good guy. I really like him. If you guys don't know John Lawson, if you're into marketing or business, you should definitely follow him. Actually, we're part of the same mastermind group. I got to meet him down in Atlanta. I don't think you were there. But
no,
this was our Onyx mastermind.
Tyler took my place.
Yeah, a couple of last year actually. He's a really smart guy, good guy, funny guy too. All right, so what else we got here? So what else? What do you think makes a good relationship? And it doesn't just have to be a marriage relationship, right? Or a sexual relationship or intimate relationship. It could be any type of relationship, a business relationship, a friendship relationship. What do you think makes a good?
There it goes.
Kick this out. There you go.
Thanks, Russell.
Oh, Russell Brunson, yeah.
That kicked you out.
Brendan Ellis. Brendan. Elias. I'm always screwing up
Communication, yes, Tamika. Yeah. Definitely.
Communication is big, right? Communicating and talking. So Ty's business wasn't as successful today as it was when you met. What does it say?
When you met.
Many women want a man who is already where Ty is business-wise.
What do you say to a woman who thinks this? I can't see the whole comment.
No. So to answer your question, Jawar, no. Actually, I was...
Just
My business was not. I had been up and down in business when me and Mel had met. As a matter of fact, let me just think. When you and I had met, I was selling more to musicians, and that was my
you were doing
more
a lot
than anything.
So when me and Ty met,
and it was
you were doing the
so it wasn't as right music contracts and things like that, and it actually wasn't. I was struggling when we had met, so.
He was struggling, but he had a plan.
Right, a lot, right? But I was kind of struggling, but I had a plan, and I just knew that there was some direction and that the future was different. Yeah. So she stuck it out with me.
Yeah,
there was a lot of times where financially we had it hard coming up at the very beginning. I mean, were you with me when we had the Cadillac?
He's saying, what would you say to one? Well, no, you still had it when I met you.
With the hole in the side?
But I refused to ride in that because you had a nice car when I met you.
I had a nice Cadillac with a hole in the passenger side floor.
I think I told you to sell it.
Right. Where you could literally, remember like the Flintstones, you could see right straight down to the floor?
But
right? So I had
what he will say is his new car that he had was better than mine, and you switched cars with me. Remember that?
I gave you the one with the hole in the floor?
No, the nice car, the Chrysler, the money green one.
Oh, all right.
No, right. But Jawar, what I would say is, I mean, it just depends. Also, when me and Ty met, we were young. So I was 22. So it was just me seeing the potential and him seeing the potential in me too, because it's not always what the woman sees in the man. Men should be choosing as well. I know the woman, we usually do the choosing, but men should be doing some choosing as well.
And at that time too, we were both going through a lot of transitional periods, to be honest with you. If we're going to be totally transparent, I used to, what?
Don't be too transparent.
Anyway,
I'm just kidding.
I just used to like to hang out a lot. Right? Then. At that point, I used to hang out a lot, have a lot of fun.
Hung out a lot.
Wasn't really serious about a lot of responsibilities. Used to like to drink a lot.
We both had kids the same age.
Right. We both had a very young kid. 2 years old?
Yep, my son was 2.5. His daughter was 3.
Maya was 3.
And that's what I liked the most about him was when it was time to do anything. I wasn't a real send my son to a babysitter kind of person, and he was okay with that.
Yeah, it was just had Maya. It'd be like, too.
Oh, I'll go pick up Maya and we'll go do this with him then.
Yeah. So, and we were both struggling a lot at that time too, which common, we had something in common. I think we were struggling. We were young. We were just having fun. We were just chilling and, not being too serious. So that was it. What was
and the funny thing is we kind of jumped head first. Within the first 3 or 4 months, we've been living together almost our whole relationship.
Yeah. Yeah. So we grew up. We basically grew up together, right? A lot.
Yeah.
Right. As far as growing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when we met, we knew what we wanted, but I don't know. If you would have asked us then, could we go to Italy, Disney, Dominican, and take our parents and kids all in the same month? I don't know if we would have said yes.
No, not at that time.
No, I don't know if we would have thought that we would have been
Yeah, I don't even think that would have been a thought.
Yeah,
no,
so.
Not at all. Brendan says, hey, Ty, Melida, traveling to Italy makes a good relationship. Yeah, man, we got to get these webinars and these seminars
you should know, Brendan.
Tuned in because I need to start traveling the globe like you.
Every time I see your girlfriend, she is all smiles.
Yeah. So we need to get these things running, my man. All right, so.
Don't go to bed
Brendan
angry.
Yes, Tamika. Hold on. Did you know Ken Krell is working with Brendan now?
Yeah. Brendan, Ken, that's my boy right there.
Yeah.
Quila. Hi, Quila. Quila lives in Michigan. She is friends with my cousin Lucretia.
Okay.
And Brittany. My Aunt Rose's, Eric's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
So
she
hi,
said
Quila, communication. Yes,
think you
I
passed
agree.
a few too.
Tamika said, don't go to bed angry. I agree. I probably could work on that more.
Yeah, I could work on that too.
We don't do it all the time, though.
No. But and I think the other thing is, if anyone ever tells you that their relationship is perfect, they're lying.
Yeah.
I think they're lying out their teeth, because there's no such thing as perfect anything. Man, even me, like I'm like a 9.99.
Yeah, he's hard to deal with. If we were to ever break up, I feel sorry for you finding somebody else.
Somebody's tripping.
You are. You a lot of work, Kriya. Right. Kriya out here. Kriya, tell Ty he a lot of work. Hey, Larry.
Larry Murphy.
Another power couple. Put Deanna on.
Larry and Deanna. Yeah.
Oh, another power couple. Donovan and Karen.
That's my boy right there, Donovan.
Y'all and
Donovan. Wait, this is why having good people around you too. Even if it's people that you don't see all the time, because I remember, was that when they got married or when we got married, when Donovan said his famous line?
We got married. It was when they got married. We were already married.
He had got married, and he said something to me, man, like the entire conversation that we had that day, there's one line that he said that stuck with me. Do you remember what that line was that Donovan said, or what he said?
I remember, because you say it.
I say it all the time, Donovan.
Donovan, how long have you and Karen been married? Let's see, me and Ty.
No, but let's tell him what the line is, though, because that's my favorite line. No, but everybody else doesn't know what the line is. Say what the line is, Donovan.
You say it.
Donovan, who's Jamaican, Donovan has an accent, right? So Donovan was
really heavy Jamaican accent.
He says, a wife is a good thing, right? So he cracked me up when he said that, but it stuck with me. And like I say that at least once a month, probably.
Yeah.
Or even more whenever I see Donovan
when I'm trying his patience.
Right.
He'll say,
a wife is a good thing.
All
so
right,
Donovan, thank you for reminding me of that. I love that.
Quila says, I'm trying to travel like y'all and I want to be all smiles. Well, that's coming. You just got to work towards that.
Yeah, focus and momentum.
Yeah.
Focus. I would say focus and momentum.
Focus and momentum.
I said it. What the hell you think?
I know. You're so smart. Good. Donovan and Larry, go ahead and chime in. Kriya's laughing. See, she said you. Oh, Dr. Keisha Jacob is in the house.
But that's another power couple right there,
yes,
right? So they've been married for
Chase.
what, 25 years?
I don't know. Tell us, Keish, how long y'all been married?
How long have you guys been married? Why you
I'm trying to view
hard,
all
baby?
the. Listen.
Yeah, but you're hitting it so hard. Stop it, damn it.
You're gonna have to say
this, guys. Every once in a while, you have to take control and tell your wife what to do.
Oh Lord, don't listen to him. He gonna get y'all messed up.
How long it takes? Hold on, babe. How long it takes a man to actually
marry his woman?
Who's
that's from Quila. She's saying, how long should it take for a man to want to marry you? And I think that's individual.
Yeah, it depends. Yeah, there's no such standard.
Yeah. So,
don't watch anyone on that, right? Don't watch anyone on that. Go with your instinct and go with your heart.
Yeah, but don't let them take too long.
At least.
Yeah. That don't mean you got to give an ultimatum, but after too long, you got to say. I like how you guys are transparent and fun with this video. That's awesome. Keep it up. It's a different mix from what you normally see on Facebook. Thank you, Jawar. I just think you're saying that because you're our good friend.
Donovan and Karen have been married for 16 years.
No, we got married before them. They've been together 16
years. They've been together for 16 years. Okay. Yeah. Mel, go up. What are you doing, woman?
Boy, focus and momentum. I was engaged the next month. Tamika said her and Kat was engaged.
Tamika, her and James? Oh, no, her and Kat. Kat, okay. I thought that was the other Tamika.
Oh, right, James.
Gotcha.
Okay. She's saying
that's
they were
Tamika
together.
from New London, right, Tamika?
No.
Yeah, she's from New London, Connecticut. Yeah. All right. Go down.
That's it. We've been married for 16 years. We got married the December. You got the June.
August.
Well, then you guys must have beat us because we've been married 14.
Yeah. Quilla said, what's the skid part? What's long? And I love y'all marriage. Y'all have so much fun.
Long is what you're going to have to decide for yourself. Is how long do you want to wait for someone to say you're who I want to marry. And I don't know what could be.
Yeah, I think you just got to go with what's in your heart, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I think that is it. Just go with what's in your heart.
It's your cousin Tara.
Married. Oh, that's my cousin Tara. Hey, what's up, cuz?
Tara, I didn't know your middle name was Monique. It looked like I was popping up. My name is Melody Monique Cohen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Donovan remembers you were pregnant.
I was pregnant with Tyler.
Yeah.
But Tyler, remember, was 6 months at my wedding.
Yeah, that is true.
5 months at our wedding.
Hey, scroll down because you missed a lot on there.
I didn't.
Yeah, you did. Somebody got these.
I got all of this. See that?
Oh, okay, so.
Hey, Omar.
Who's that, Omar?
Omar and Melinda.
Oh, that's another power couple, too.
Yeah.
So you guys should follow them, especially if you're into marketing. Follow Omar and Melinda Martin.
And you know, that's a good point
Maybe a year later.
Donovan brought up when he said that I was pregnant. My best friend Sandy at our wedding, she said something that's always stuck with me. Wow. Is you don't always have to, I know society teaches us that things have to be done in order. But
I mean, like get married first.
Yeah, and at our wedding, one of the things my best friend said in her matron of honor speech was, you know, they may have done C first, then B, then A, because we actually bought a house first, had a baby, then got married, but it all works out. So you got to do. I say that to say you got to do what works for you, not what works for everybody else.
Yeah, you definitely do. And honestly, to be honest with you, stay away from like Facebook and watching what people are doing on Facebook. and there it goes. Donovan said, "Let me see. Scroll back down so I can see." No, I'm gonna relinquish control from you because you're tripping with how quickly you're going through this.
I'm a fast reader and Ty is not.
Learning how to put. Why you gonna put me on blast like that? Learning how to put deposits in your marriage are very important. Who said that?
This is your live. You don't know how to run the line.
Gregory. All right,
Napier.
that's good.
And you
deposits,
missed this.
Gregory, you're right. So let me elaborate on that. So just as we put like deposits into our bank account and deposits into everything else, putting deposits. It goes back to being intentional, right? Putting deposits into your marriage.
Right, that's like spending 7 days in Italy.
Or wherever. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, it doesn't have to be Italy.
So like some of the things we do, like we haven't done this in a while, but just go get a hotel downtown or something like that.
Yeah.
Right?
We used to do
night.
Staycations before we could go to like...
Before it was called a staycation.
Before we go to Italy or whatever, we would do a staycation.
Yeah, so that's it. So that's good too. Let's see.
That's Michael Delaney.
Oh, Michael Delaney. That's
Michael.
a good friend of ours too, Michael. All right.
Oh, Gregory wants to be on our video.
Gregory wants to be in the video.
Let him in.
Let me see if I can.
Good to
how
say.
do you put somebody
Hit
in here?
plus.
Let's see if we can bring Gregory in.
Approve.
Let's see what happens here. This is the first time.
Better have something good to say. What was that?
Michael says, serving one another and getting over the little stuff quickly. Stick to your vows and love without conditions.
Worked for
36 years now. Yeah, that's right, Michael.
I agree.
Mike, that's Brian's dad.
Yeah, I saw the pictures of you and your beautiful bride in Hawaii.
Yeah.
With Brian.
Yeah.
And Stephanie.
Yeah. So good. Mike, thanks. That's actually pretty good too. Love without conditions. Unconditional love, as Tupac would say. Learning how to put deposits in your marriage. That was Gregory. Donovan. Oh, Donovan's famous quote. He who finds a wife finds a good thing and finds favor with God. That was it right there. That's what you had shared with me that day, Donovan. I never forgot that. That was good. All right. Who else we got? My cousin Tara with the smiley face. Thanks, cuz.
That Facebook is no good.
Facebook is no good as far as when it comes to comparing. What happens is, man, Facebook could be a gift and a curse. Facebook will have you
keeping up with family and friends that are far away.
Yeah, and I think for business-wise, for me, it's good.
Yeah.
But I think as far as comparing yourself to like other people on Facebook, other people's relationships, other people's lives, because what happens on Facebook is, and even me, I don't put bad stuff up here. Right, people put the best stuff up on Facebook.
Yeah, I don't believe in giving wind to negative, so you'll rarely see.
Yeah. So you have to be very careful at looking at someone's life on Facebook and thinking that you're getting a 100% complete picture, because that's not the truth, right? Most people, I personally don't believe in putting negative stuff on Facebook. So you'll never see me post if I'm sick or if I'm in a hospital or if I'm had a bad. I just don't want to draw more attention to that negative energy. I don't think anyone should. Anyone. It's not being in denial, but I'm very serious about that. If I'm having a great day, I want to attract more of that. So I will post that all day long.
Yeah,
right?
so you can like watch people Facebook and be happy for them and smile for them, but know that their life is not perfect. That's not.
No one's.
Facebook is nobody's whole life.
Correct. So be very careful with comparing yourself to what you see on Facebook because you're not getting a whole picture of anyone's life there. Tiffany Williams, who's that?
Love all the family time, and your daughter is such a cutie. Thank you, Tiffany. She thinks she is really cute. We think she is too, but she's a mess.
That's funny.
I love what you guys are doing. This is awesome. Thank you, Gregory.
Thank you, Gregory.
Fake book. That's right, Chris.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what we call it. Fake book. Fake book. Fake book. Fake.
That's what it is. That is it, exactly. So any last comments or feedback on what makes a good relationship? Marriage. It could be anything. Business relationship, friendship, relationship with your kids, relationship with even like problems with our kids. And we have 4 kids, so I would say 2 of them give us
2 of them are the black
2 of
sheets.
them give us the problems, the most problems, more problems than all of them combined. But
yeah, see, our kids are not perfect. Right. Y'all think our kids are perfect, they're not.
Because I don't want to attract that negative attention. And on top of that, it is no one's business knowing about what goes wrong in your life. Too. So why? Because most people are glad that it's not happening to them and happy that it's happening to you.
Through it. Yeah, they just
really
maybe want to discuss it.
All right. So effective communication.
So you leave that for people that want to help you through things and not just want to know your business.
That's
How about that?
So Gregory says effective communication. One last thing. Let's see what. Let's
know
both
the person you're with before marriage. Gregory wants to get on a video.
Gregory, you want?
Here, we're gonna try it again. We tried it. It didn't add you. Hold on. But we're approving it now.
Let's see what happens. So one last time. What else do you have there?
Know the person you're with before marriage. I agree with that, Tamika.
That's kind of hard too, Tamika, though, because people wear masks, and some people can wear masks for a long
I probably learned a lot more, and I'm sure he learned a lot more. Yeah. The guest decline.
All right, so he probably hit that by accident.
Oh, okay. Right. So we probably learned a lot more about each other. Married, 2-3 years before we got married.
How to hit those spots and stuff like that. All types of stuff.
Yeah, how to hit the dirty spots in the kitchen and in the bathroom.
That's true. All right, so in closing.
Communication, compromise, trust, loyalty are things I think make a good marriage. I agree, Kriya.
Yeah.
Those are all, compromise, girl. Whew. People don't learn compromise. They're going to be at the divorce.
I'm still learning that one.
They're going to be divorced before a year in. Yes, girl, you feel me. She laughing. You don't learn compromise. Your marriage just ain't going to work. And that don't mean you got to compromise on your values.
Yeah, I think that's good.
That means compromising on understanding what's sometimes is not that big of a deal.
Yeah. Look at all of the
He likes to wash towels and linen, but don't fold it. Now, ladies, y'all know.
Why are you putting all my dirty laundry?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And he likes to dump 3 loads of that and leave it for me.
I just have a thing. I just can't stand dirty towels and.
It's okay. I just fold them.
Yeah. All right. So there we go. So in closing, I would say one of the things that would make a good relationship.
Chris said, right? Chris do that too. Y'all be tagging each other, man.
Learning how to ignore foolishness. Right? So if you learn how to ignore foolishness, sometimes that will help you to have a very long-lasting
tell Chris don't tag him in
as well. So that was my closing point. What about yours?
Tell Chris stop tagging my husband in on them towels and washcloths.
Don't compromise on your values. And I think
that's
also,
my closing line.
If everyone buys a copy of Kindle Cashflow, go to KindleCashflow.com. That will help your marriage.
At least make you some money.
That's longer.
What up, my man? Who's this? Guillermo.
Guillermo. Oh, Guillermo. Hey, Guillermo, what's going on? Long time.
How often will you have this Facebook Live show? I don't know.
It's just impromptu. We just do them every once in a while. Right? I actually kind of snuck this one.
I'm not a big in front of the camera kind of person. So
what was your last one in closing? I just said
I said what Jawar quoted me on. Don't compromise on your values.
Actually, you got that from Kriya.
No, Kriya said to compromise, and then I took it a step further. I said yes, learn how to compromise, but not on your values.
All right.
Kriya says she's going to study her Kindle course now.
All right, everybody. We'll see you. It's about, what time is it now? It's 12:30 at night here. So, that is that. Set goals together, not apart. I like that too, Tamika. That's good.
More money. Oh, yeah. That's a good one, Tamika.
Here's a good one too. Act like you're super broke, right? At all times. And never let your significant know what's really going on to see how they react.
But when you log into the bank account, you see it all.
That's what it is.
Okay. That makes no sense. I still swipe.
All right. Peace.
More money.